It's sort of a funny question, isn't it? Asking how you want to be remembered when you're gone. The irony is, you never actually know. I mean, once you're gone, the stories others tell about you is out of your hands. And yet, we still obsess over it as if we can shape a legacy we would never get to witness. In 2 to 3 generations, no one will even remember you. I mean, I don't even know who my great grandfather was. So, all the anxieties, the fear, the what ifs that we deal with right now are only significant while we're alive. Once we're gone, those fears and accomplishments get buried by time. Whether you do something or don't, whether you take the risk or play it safe, time moves on, and eventually those moments don't really make a difference in how or if you're remembered. I love a good paradox, and questions like how do you want to be remembered when you're gone or other legacy type questions are some of my personal favorites. I mean, wanting something while I'm gone, yet only being able to enjoy anything while I'm alive. Hmm, I mean, that's an amazing paradox. That's exactly the kind of thing that makes me laugh when I catch myself overthinking it. Or maybe it's just me. I suppose the question really comes down to what I want to believe my life is about beyond just my own existence. If I were to humor the question though, I don't think I would throw out any big, flashy answers. I don't think I would want to be remembered as significant or influential or smart or famous or wealthy or powerful or that I somehow changed the world. Saying that would imply I somehow understand what any of those things even mean in the grand scheme. The truth is, I'm not sure what it means to be influential in a world that feels so directionless, or wealthy in a world where so many people have nothing, or to be smart or successful as a member of a species that still can't solve the same problems we've faced for centuries. Problems like poverty, violence, ignorance. It makes me wonder if any of these labels really carry the weight we think they do. I guess my answer would be that I want to be remembered as someone who tried, someone who cared. I want to be remembered for showing up even when I didn't have all the answers, for being self aware enough to recognize my shadow self and through that understand people at their lowest. Someone who asked questions, who attempted to live a meaningful life as best they could. I'm not entirely sure how good I was at any of these things though, but if I were to answer the question, that would be my answer. Of course, some people are remembered for things they did long after they're gone. I mean, history has plenty of people who did amazing things, like Einstein or Nelson Mandela, or those brothers who built the first airplane. I'm blanking on their name right now. But we mostly remember them for what they created or what they did, not who they really were. When we think about them, we think about their work, their impact, not necessarily the details of their personal lives. It's a little strange, isn't it? We remember the symbols the person represented rather than anything else. I've always been fascinated by old documentaries, just seeing what humans were up to before I was born. It's wild to think how many people had full, complicated lives long before I came along. They probably felt like their time was the most important, just like we do now. It's kind of like an ego thing, right? Being alive naturally makes you feel like you're the center of the universe, even though you're just part of a much bigger story. I was reading about the Biafran War on Twitter the other day and thought to myself, wow, all this happened before my parents even met. And that's kind of mind blowing. All that chaos and instability of war, and I'm sure the people in the thick of it saw a higher purpose in being born at that time. They probably had the same motivations we do, which is just trying to survive, finding their place in the world, trying to make sense of their era. But when I look back at any big or small historical event, my connection is always secondhand at best. Sure, maybe you've got a relative who survived the war, and their stories feel like little treasure chests of insight into another world. But still, at the end of the day, it's 2025, and the only connection I have with that time is me scrolling through Twitter and reading a long thread about it. I mean, something about that feels so absurd and low key funny. If I'm being real, I feel that same longing to be remembered after I'm gone, just like everyone else. I guess it comes from the same deep urge to live forever, even though I know that's impossible. Caring about legacy is a bit like trying to hold water in your hands. No matter how much you try, it still slips through. I have no illusions that I'll be remembered more than a couple generations at most. But still, I think everyone should pour themselves into this something they care about most, whether that's being a good friend, or fighting a cause, or chasing a passion, or all of the above. Just don't do it because you want people to remember you. Do it because it's how you want to live. In the grand scheme, it doesn't matter if you're remembered for 5 minutes or 500,000 years. Once you're gone, that's it. What counts is your life right now. Whatever you choose to do with this time is all there is, and that has to be enough. You can only really celebrate your life while you're here. Thank you for listening, and as always, you can check out other episodes in the library, give the show a rating, and follow the TikTok and YouTube channel. Links are in the description. Stay safe out there.